What's good, my con-going and anime enthusiasts and pop culture enthusiasts? Everybody, video gaming, everybody, hey, how's it going? This is day 2 for the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. Man, day 2. Day 2 is always the biggest and best day for everyone. Everybody brings out their best. You see the best cosplays. You see literally, and all of the best maybe panels and events are happening on day 2. It's the busiest. Almost everybody is there. It's jam packed. It gets congested, but everybody's having a swell time and a great time. Me, day 2 was a good day, a really good day. I took this day out to scout out the vendor hall once more, get the things that I needed to get for at least myself and a couple of my cousins, and that's pretty much it. I didn't spend too much in the vendor hall. I pretty much got everything I wanted to see, and anything I saw that I would like, I just didn't know the characters or the fandom at all. And I kind of don't want to get anything that I don't know. And if I do like get into it later and I find out if I don't like it that much, I'm not that much into it, I don't want to have like a figurine or a sticker or in a mail pen and be like, dang, I'm not really into this that much. Should I give this away? Should I do something else with it? You know, that sort of thing. So at least that's my tip for all of you. Get what you want to get. Get what you know that you like. And if you're on the fence about something, you probably don't need it. And there's probably something somewhere else in the vendor hall that'll take your time and attention. Also, look out for the AI art and posters and stuff. I saw a little bit of that, and you know what? I'll even show up this photo that I took on my phone of one of my favorite fandoms, Uma Musume, and I saw this Tokai Teo. Now, even though I wasn't going to get it, something was off, and if you can see what's off of it, you're good. If not, take a look at the hair, take a look at the arms where it's supposed to be, and take a look at the railing. There's a lot of weird things going on. So, if you like something that you see, and if it feels off, best not to get it. Be sure, ask the vendor, hey, is this, you can be straight up and say, hey, is this made by AI? Or if you're going to independent artists or whatever, ask them, hey, can I see a, what is it called? Not a timestamp, a speed art, time lapse. Oh yeah, like a speed art, like a time lapse of you doing this particular art or something else of a similar variety. So that way you can get a feeling of the process and be like, okay, I can support this, or just do you. If you're not really that much caring of it, you do you. It's just for some of us, we do like a little bit of authenticity, and then we like to keep holding everybody accountable for things. We like your original works. Nothing really assisted. But beyond that, after I got my things, went through things, I went outside, and let me tell you, the outside of the Von Braun Center, that little park, amazing. So at like any convention for real, like once you get your pass for the day or your weekend pass, you are good to come and go in there as you please within, the relative time frame of the convention. So the convention is from like 10 in the morning until midnight. Within that whole entire time frame, you can be there immediately at 10, or you can be there at noon, you can be there at 1, 5, whatever, until the time. You can go in at one time, leave, come back, leave, come back, leave. That's how it is. And so if you're in a new state, a new city that you haven't been to before, and you want to experience other things within the city and be at the con, you can do that. So long as you come back to the con whenever you want to do a specific thing, like a panel, or try to get a last deal at the vendor hall or something, or meet one of the special guests that are coming. budget your time, plan yourself, and you'll be good. For me, I was just waiting on until the cosplay contest, which happens today on day two, as most cons do. 3 day cons, by the way. And my God, the outside was amazing. I did a lot of walking because I just wanted to experience the outside itself. It was a great day, clouds in the sky, not too hot, got a little bit of a breeze going. You could really take a jacket or a coat if you want to be truly good, but man, it was just amazing to like walk around, look at the fountain, walk on the walkways, walk across the bridges, and look at the fish and the ducks. And you could also, in fact, feed them. They had these little stations to where you can pay, I think, $1 or a little bit less than that, some quarters, and you can get some crackers or some type of stale bread or whatever they had, and you just toss them in the waters, and you'll see all the fish, they'll flock to it and they'll start biting onto it. I didn't get much of that today, but I did get a lot of that on day 3, so you'll see that when that video comes out. But I just use this time to take a break from the con, because sometimes you also want to take a break from the convention, go outside, chill, relax, be away from all the noise and the congestedness, and just be outside. And while I was walking outside, I noticed from across the way into another section of the park, there was a sort of like a festival going on. And I soon found out it was a wing competition that was going on, to where a bunch of like fast food restaurants and I guess local chefs or wing makers, they were all there. And if I remember correctly, because I told my parents about it, and they went around and they walked, I believe it was $25, and you get this little punch out card to where you can get 6 wings total, but you get 2 from your choice of like where you want to go, and I guess you vote or something like that. They didn't tell me that much more about it, and they didn't like participate in it. They just walked around and see everything. And I myself, I didn't get too much way into it, but I looked around on the outside, and it was just cool to see a whole bunch of other people going on. And also I saw some other people that were going to the convention. They were also out there as well, chilling, having fun, and just melding. Also, because you're at a convention, you're in a cosplay, people who don't go to the convention, they see your cosplay and they be like, wow, can I get a picture? I saw a lot of that as well. So the merging of 2 places and 2 events is truly amazing. And I took my sweet time walking around, taking in nature and the outside, and having a good time. But of course, there is a convention to be had and a cosplay contest to see. Yes, the cosplay contest, one of the biggest, if not probably the biggest highlight of every single convention, seeing all the awesome cosplays of what people have done and shown up with, all the way from the junior division all the way up to the masters, or junior? Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Anyway, however it goes, just seeing everybody and seeing all the judges is an amazing thing. I'm going to keep this real short. I'm not going to show the entire thing. I'm going to make its own separate video because I want to put a little bit more effort into it, showing all the references of where they got their cosplays from. I didn't get like some big close-ups of them, and on a couple of them I couldn't get them because of where I was standing and the angle that I was at, but I'll try my best to make it as best as possible. But these are just some of the shots I've got from it, and from there, that is really it, folks. I didn't get that much footage of day 2 because I was mainly just walking around, having fun with other people, and just trying to get things from the vendor hall. Day 3, I got a little bit more. Also, I kind of just like was outside for the most of the time, and the rest of the time was taken up by the cosplay contest. And I was just hanging out in the tabletop room. I was just vibing out. I was just having a blast. But with that being said, for those of you who are already there, comment down below. I know one of you said on the previous video, on the previous day, that that was your old stomping grounds. Hey, how you doing? What's up? And like I said, I'll definitely be back for next year. But cosplay videos coming up soon. I'll be working on this immediately after I get this done, and hopefully it goes up the same day, if not the next day. So, with that being said, hope all of you have a good day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world, and I hope your day is just a little bit better than it already is. With that, we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.